In this video, we're going to go through and talk about the biggest problems you're going to face when going down the path of knocking down your home and rebuilding a brand new one. Hey everyone, this is Nelvin here from Buildi, your construction BFFs, and we're here to help you with your building journey. So you might have seen a lot of marketing out there by some big building companies recently talking about how easy it is to do a knockdown rebuild. Well, we've gone through a couple of these projects and we're here to tell you that it's not all roses. So today what we're going to do is we're going to look at the top 5 pitfalls with doing a knockdown rebuild project, and as a bonus we'll share our hot tips on what to look out for. Number 1, stamp duty. We all know that finding a good block of land close to the city is now becoming near and impossible. So if you're looking at a new home, many people are actually opting to buy older homes, knock them down and rebuild their new home. Well, here's the problem. The government will charge you the investor rate if you end up buying a property and you intend to demolish it within the first 12 months. Now, here's an extract from an email we received from one of our conveyancers. Note that you cannot claim your principal place of residence concession if you demolish the property before you move in. You must reside in that property for 12 months before you can demolish in order to claim your principal place of residence concession. Now, this concession can be substantial. If you ever get an opportunity, I'd encourage you to have a look at a stamp duty calculator, and we'll put the link for that in the comments below. Number 2, timing. Now, if you're looking to follow the knockdown rebuild path, then allow yourselves as a minimum 12 months. Most people will go to a builder after deciding that they want to go down the path of knocking down and rebuilding their home, but the problem is that the builder doesn't have all the necessary information to help you best. Now, builders are savvy business people, right? So it's in their best interest to take people off the market, and they do this by getting people to put deposits so that they can complete the report. Now, the problem is that you will require a soil test report, but they will require the boreholes to be where the current house sits, which means one of two things. You will either need to demo the house before you can get a report, or you'd need to wear the risk of huge price increases post the house getting demoed because the builder doesn't have the right information. Pitfall number 3. With any building project, there are approvals. Now, in the knockdown rebuild process, unfortunately, none of the approvals can be applied for until after the block has been cleared. This leads to delays depending on when you actually demo your place. Now, if you're living in the house currently, prepare for extended lease terms. I would personally ask for 12 to 18 months on a lease rather than going in for 12 and then expecting delays. Now, pitfall number 4 is that not all properties can actually be demolished. Now, Brisbane City Council has a ruling that says that any properties that have been constructed in 1946 or prior cannot be demolished. It's important that you understand when your property was actually built to evaluate whether or not this is even an option for you. Now, if your property is built prior to 1946, there is a rigorous process that you can follow, and we're going to actually cover this in a separate video in future. Tip number 5, temporary power poles. Now, most inner city suburbs have overhead power lines, which means that you'll have one or two options. Option 1 is that you disconnect the power and you hire a temporary power pole. Now, once your house is built, then that temporary power is going to be lifted from that pole and connected to your house. Or option 2 is that you get a permanent power pole. And I don't know if you've sort of driven through some of the suburbs where there's new homes going up, but it's a permanent pole at the front of your house. And the problem is that either of these solutions are going to cost you anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000. Now, here are our bonus tips. We've worked on many knockdown rebuild projects, and below are some hot tips to avoid potential problems on your project. Now, number one, due diligence is imperative. It's the key to saving yourself a whole bunch of time and money by understanding what the potential problems are going to be with your site early in the piece. This will then save you thousands when you're actually doing the construction. Now, hot tip number two, most knockdown rebuild properties will have some sort of problems. Having the right information and knowing what these things will cost will help you mitigate these potential problems and may even lead into giving you the tools to be able to negotiate on the purchase price. I hope this video has helped. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks and take care.